Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1934 Underwood No.6 vintage desktop typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. And I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the page. And this is the paper bail that sits on top, and it's got two rollers that are adjustable. And the margins are located up front here. This is your left margin. I'm going to put that on 0, and this is your right margin. And I'm going to set that around 80. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch. 1, skips 2, 1 more, skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep it on single and finish typing. And that's all the keys. I was able to type most of them on that first line because this has Elite typeface, which prints 12 characters per inch, a bit smaller than the Pica, which is 10. So on this next line, I'm just going to type a sentence. Very, very nice typing machine. This is one of the most reliable typewriters ever produced. One of the most popular of all time, and it dominated the market for over 30 years. This is the 6, but the 5, the 4, and the 3 were the start of that revolution. And this is just a better version of the 3, 4, and 5. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. Flip it down and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back up before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. There's a shift on each side and a shift lock on the right. To clear that, just hit that left shift button. Backspace on the top left works great. And so this has a decimal tab, so I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So this is for finance and math, stuff like that. The period is just a regular tab. It stops at the nearest tab, which are manually set back here. And you can just pull out one of these little inserts and put it anywhere on this rack. And each one of those little slots is a space. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 available tab stops. So say you want to stop just at each one of those tabs, you just hit that period button and you can go to each one of them. Now if you want to do decimals, you hit that period and then do 0.00, go to the next line, do the 1, 1.00, next line do the 10, 10.00, next line do the 100, 100.00, and 1000. So what this does is it lines up the decimal point to be in the exact same spot, but gives you an option to add a character for math purposes. Very cool function. Not a lot of typewriters have that, so it's kind of rare. So we're going to take the paper out again. And this is your color selector switch. When you move it all the way to the left, it'll print the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you move it to the right, it prints. Actually, when you move it to the left, it prints. That does print the bottom. When you move it to the right, it prints the top. So if you have a red and black ribbon, the red is on the bottom, and it would print that when you have it all the way to the left. When you have it all the way to the right, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is always black. This is your ribbon ratchet and reverse control. Right now all the brand new ribbon is loaded on this right side, so it's pulling to the left. If you want to change the direction, you just pull it out and then it'll pull to the right. Push it in, pulls to the left. And there's a little lever behind the knob here. If you push it up, it'll disable the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. Push it down, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. Same concept when you pull out this little knob here, it disables the spacing. Push it in, you get this clicks. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.